Hi there, Raul here, and I'm back with another stock tips video. If you are a stock contributor and are looking for ways to improve your sales potential, then watch this video and others I've posted on my channel. Please hit that subscribe button if you find value in my videos. This week's video covers the topic of creating keywords for your stock content. How do you create keywords? Do you have a process for creating keywords? Are your keywords helping or hurting your sales? Think about those questions. If you've watched my top tips for stock photography video, I briefly covered the critical importance of keywords. You can have the greatest looking stock image or video, but if your content is not properly keyworded, your sales potential will suffer. What you thought was a potential bestseller will quickly turn into a big disappointment simply because your keywords were not accurate or sufficient to attract the buyers. In this video, I will document my complete keyword process that has helped me create numerous bestsellers. I will use Adobe Lightroom to guide you through my step-by-step keywording process on one of my stock images. Let me briefly talk about the importance of image catalog management. If you don't have an image management or catalog application, you're probably not working as productively as you potentially could. If you're a newcomer to stock with a small portfolio and are only submitting to one agency, then image catalog management may not be as important. However, once your stock portfolio grows and you begin to contribute to numerous agencies, you must get organized with an application such as Adobe Lightroom to help you with the management of your growing portfolio. I perform the majority of my image edits in the Lightroom Develop module. Once I've completed all the edits, I then start the keywording process in the Library module. If you don't use Lightroom, you can still follow along with my generic keywording process that can be applied to any situation. Let's jump into Lightroom and start keywording. Here's an image I captured back in 2016 in downtown Miami. This image is a popular seller on all my stock sites. Okay, let's start the keywording process. Are you familiar with the concept of the 5 W's? Who, what, when, where, and why. I worked in corporate America in management for 25 years, and I often used the 5 W's as a starting point to solve problems. I've adapted the 5 W's to facilitate the keywording process and help create a successful set of keywords. The 5 W's can be used for all types of stock photography, whether it be portraits, landscapes, or urban cityscapes. Okay, back to this urban cityscape image. Let's start with the first W, the who. The who applies to the main subject of the image. Who is the main subject of the image? I'm going to classify the main subject, or who, as the boat that's cruising down this body of water. So let's enter the keyword boat. This boat can also be classified as a yacht, so let's enter that as well. You should enter as many similar words as possible, so find those synonyms. If you need help with synonyms, you can always refer to a thesaurus. The thesaurus.com website is an excellent source for synonyms if you need help. Focus on those keywords that are only relevant to the main subject in the image. So in summary, the who phase of the 5 W's will focus on the discovery of all the relevant keywords associated with the main subject of the image. Once you're happy with all the who keywords, move on to the next W. Okay, let's move on to what. Use the what component of the 5 W's to document all the elements in the composition surrounding the main subject. What are we looking at beyond the main subject that we classified as this boat cruising down the river? This is an urban cityscape skyline scene with numerous elements in the composition. Let's document all those compositional elements. To start off with, we have numerous buildings in the composition, so let's enter building as a keyword. These buildings are residential buildings versus office buildings. They are also called condos or condominiums or an apartment building. So let's enter residential, condominium, and condo. These buildings also represent a form of modern architecture and are considered skyscrapers. So let's enter modern and skyscraper. And the reason why these words are showing up here in the keywording section of Lightroom is because I had already entered these keywords and it remembers them, creates a database of these keywords, and as you start entering the different letters, if it matches the keyword that was already in there, it's going to present it as an option. What other elements do we have in the composition? We have numerous palm trees over here on the left, a bunch of palm trees over here on the right. So let's enter palm tree as a keyword phrase. Over here on the right, there also appears to be a small park. So let's enter park as a keyword. What else do we have in this image? There's actually two more yachts that are parked along the river over here on the left-hand side. We already have the boat keyword, so let's include some keywords associated with these yachts that are docked. We can include the keywords dock, marina, and wharf. Since I mentioned the word inlet, let's include that as a keyword, and let's also include the keywords water and waterway. This can also be considered a waterfront, so let's enter that as well. However, many sites automatically break down keyword phrases, so the keyword phrase Miami River, for example, will automatically be converted to two keywords, Miami and river. All right, back to the image. What else do we see in this image? Something very obvious but often overlooked is the blue sky. So let's enter the keywords blue and sky. There's also some clouds in the background right over here, right in this area. So let's include clouds as a keyword. Another obvious descriptive keyword about the general scene is that it's a sunny day, so let's enter the keyword sunny. What other descriptive keywords can we enter? What colors predominate the scene? We've already included blue, but there's also the green water, so let's enter green as a keyword. The boats are colored white, so let's enter white as a keyword as well. I've also mentioned the boat is cruising down the river a few times, so let's enter the keyword cruising. Are there any other descriptive keywords we can enter during this what discovery phase? I mentioned earlier this is an urban cityscape scene with a skyline view along the river. So let's enter the keywords urban, city, cityscape, and skyline. Since we have some nature elements in the scene, let's include the keywords nature and landscape as well. As you can see, we've already documented numerous keywords during the what discovery phase of my keywording process. In summary, the what phase of the 5 W's will include keywords that define the compositional elements as well as some keywords that describe those compositional elements that support the main subject. Let's move on to when. Use the when component of the 5 W's to document keywords associated with time. Seasonality can be an important element in keywording if buyers are looking for season-specific images. For example, buyers may be looking for winter theme images or perhaps warm-looking summer images. This image was captured in the summer, June 19th to be exact, in 2015. So let's enter the keyword summer. What else can we include in the when discovery? It's a midday shot, so let's include the keyword day versus a night or evening shot. I think we have the most important when keywords covered. Let's move on to the where of the 5 W's. The where component will focus on the location elements of the image as well as any pertinent geographic landmarks. Where was this image taken? This image was taken in the Brickell district of downtown Miami. So let's include the keywords downtown Miami and Brickell. Please note, some agencies give you the option to include the location name in the submittal process. Since Miami is a city in the state of Florida, let's include Florida as a keyword.
The keyword phrase South Florida is often used as a geographic description, so let's include that as well. This image also depicts an outdoor scene, so we can include outdoor as a keyword. This area along the Miami River is also referred to as the Riverwalk, so let's include that as a keyword. This inlet also connects to Biscayne Bay all the way out here, so let's include that as a keyword phrase as well. I took this shot standing on a bridge on Brickell Avenue, so let's include Brickell Avenue and bridge as keywords. And lastly, these condo buildings in the background are located on an island called Brickell Key, so let's include that as well. This area over here is called Brickell Key. I think we have the where sufficiently covered now. The last of the 5 W's is the why. Why would a buyer be interested in buying this image? The why aspect is often overlooked in the keywording process and is one of the most critical components of the 5 W's. It's important to document the marketing-related keywords that are conceptually used by the buyers in their marketing campaigns. For example, this image can be used in travel-related publications, so let's include the keywords travel and tourism. A buyer may also be looking for an image that conveys luxury and an affluent lifestyle. So let's include luxury, affluent, and lifestyle. Perhaps the buyer is looking to illustrate the luxurious lifestyle of a wealthy retired person, so let's include wealth and retirement as keywords. Perhaps the buyer wants to showcase Miami as a great vacation location, so let's include vacation as a keyword. You need to discover those keywords that elicit an emotional response from the image because buyers want customers to make an emotional connection with the image. The image needs to portray those key elements that the buyer wants to emphasize. So that's why it's so important to include those why keywords to help buyers locate your image. Remember, your image is competing with tens of thousands of other images, so it's important to capture those why keywords. If I'm happy with all the keywords, I wrap up the keywording process by adding a title and caption. Let me title this image Miami Luxury Cityscape. And for the caption, I will add boat cruising down the Miami River inlet in the downtown Brickell district with luxury apartment buildings. It's important to be as descriptive as possible in the caption to help the buyers make a connection with the image. If I have similar images from the shoot, I can simply copy the metadata from this image to all the other images so you don't have to re-enter the same keywords. In this example, we've ended up with over 50 keywords and keyword phrases. Some agencies have a limit of 50 keywords, so you may need to prioritize and eliminate some keywords. Duplicate keywords will be eliminated in most agencies, which may help you get closer to that 50 limit if you're over. It's significantly better to have more keywords than less keywords, as long as they are appropriate and accurate to the image. So this is the process I use to keyword all my stock images.
Who, what, when, where, and why. The 5 W's. It's easy to remember. The process may seem a bit laborious and time-consuming, which in reality it is. However, this is a critical step prior to uploading to the agencies. And remember, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Once you have a set of keywords established, all you have to do is copy the metadata to your new images from past shoots if they are similar in content. Using your established keyword sets, future keywording becomes significantly easier if you use an application such as Lightroom. Insufficient, improper, or inaccurate keywording will significantly affect your sales potential. Quality keywords will help drive additional sales to your stock portfolio, so remember to use the 5 W's. What are your thoughts on my 5W keywording process? I'm curious how other stockers handle keywording. Let me know your feedback. Okay, this wraps up my video. Thanks for viewing, and if you liked it, please hit that thumbs up. Please hit that subscribe button as well if you find value in my videos. I have other videos on stock photography, so check them out for more valuable tips. Enjoy the ride, and don't forget the 5 W's for successful keywording. Catch you later.